If you've been accused of some kind of violation at work, such as maybe harassing a coworker or even hitting someone at work or stealing something from your employer or not being truthful and honest or violating a specific company policy, and you believe that those accusations against you are not true and they're unfounded, then you may be tempted to react in a very emotional and aggressive way, because it's usually very frustrating to be accused of something that you believe you haven't done. And you may really want to go to your managers and strike right back at them by telling them that they're wrong and you're right, you're the good guy, that they're evil, they're just trying to set you up. You may also want to point fingers at other employees that they've done something wrong and that it's not you. Usually, this type of reaction, this type of response to accusations, however false and however unfounded they might be, usually this type of reaction is not a good idea, and it's a mistake, no matter what your employer's agenda is when it comes to those accusations against you, because there are only two possibilities here. Either the accusations against you are just an excuse for your employer to get rid of you, to fire you, or these accusations are real, they're genuine, and your employer is really trying to find out what happened because they received some information about a possible violation, and it's basically your word against somebody else's word, and they're trying to figure out what happened, and they're not necessarily looking to fire you. Now let's look at both of these possibilities and how being aggressive will not help you in either situation. So if the employer uses these accusations as an excuse to get rid of you, then it doesn't really matter what you tell them. Whether you're aggressive or not aggressive, you're done. They made their decision, they're going to terminate you. You might as well spend your energy not fighting them and proving to them that you're right and they're wrong, but instead maybe trying to look for a new and better job sooner than later. If the accusations are real, and if the employer is really trying to find out what's going on, then being aggressive to them will only make them react in a negative way toward you, especially if you're accused of some kind of violence or some kind of confrontation with your coworker. Because think about it, if you come to your employer and you're being very aggressive and very loud defending yourself, then your employer is probably going to believe the alleged victim who accused you of being violent or being the harasser, because you look angry, you appear angry, so it's easy for your employer to imagine how you could be even angrier and more aggressive when someone else. So it basically makes you look less believable, and it makes the victim look more believable, especially if that alleged victim is a woman or a man who is maybe smaller and who looks weaker than you are. Now, the best way to respond to false accusations of harassing someone, of being violent, or any type of false accusation at work is to take the opposite approach, to basically come to your employer and say, I want to help you help me. Please tell me what I can do to prove that those accusations are incorrect. Let me tell you which documents I can provide to you, which emails I can provide to you. If you have any questions to me, I am happy to answer them openly, truthfully, and calmly, because I haven't done anything wrong and I have nothing to hide. You do this and you maximize your chances of being cleared of all accusations, of not being fired or not being disciplined at all, unless again the employer is using these accusations as just an excuse to fire you. But again, if that's not the case, being nice, being open, and being forthcoming about trying to help your employer sort things out and figure out that you haven't done anything wrong is the right way to go. Thank you.